Welcome to episode 152 of the Hurricane Mike Show, where we will be predicting Week 8 of the NFL season. Man, we're already in Week 8, bro. We're already in Week 8. That's crazy. Yep. Anyways, but before we get started, man, as Dad.
Because a lot of Falcons fans are getting arrested for betting on a team because they thought they was a good football team. They lost the bet. Anyway, because they suck. So
Yeah.
they suck.
Yeah, fun fact though, when they beat the Bills, like last week or whatever, when they beat them, there was actually a report that the Atlanta Falcons or the Falcons, like the actual team, got arrested. And you know why?
Why?
They committed fraud because they fooled the entire state of Georgia that they actually had a football team.
They shouldn't do that.
Man, yeah, they all got arrested, so they were forced to lose to the 49ers. Just to calm the waters down a little bit, But yeah. Now let's get started with these Week 8 predictions. That last week you went 10-5. So now your total is 65, 42-1, and I was 6-9 because some games are rigged. And yeah,
I know that.
But my total record is 58, 49-1. So now let's get into Week 8. We have 6 teams on bye this week. Those teams being the Arizona Cardinals, Detroit Lions, Jacksonville Jaguars, Las Vegas Raiders, Los Angeles Rams, and Seattle Seahawks. So basically every NFC West team except for the 49ers are on bye this week. So that's nice. Anyways, let's get started. And we both picked the Vikings to win last night, which I don't know if you saw or not. That did not happen. So yeah, let's get started. Sunday. Alright, there's no apparently there's no morning games, which is weird because usually, it's weird, no morning games, but you know what? It's fine. At 12 o'clock, the Miami Dolphins at the Atlanta Falcons. Dad, what is your prediction?
There's no morning games because London said, man, we had enough of this. Man, y'all keep y'all American trash over there. 12 o'clock kickoff.
Yep.
Well, anyway, here we go. Atlanta and the Dolphins. I hate to even give Atlanta one win, but the Dolphins are so trash, bro. So disgusting that I don't see the Dolphins scoring more than 10 points in this game. And I think the Falcons will be a little bit better than that. I can't believe I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Atlanta to win the game 13-10.
13-10. Okay. Well, I don't care if it is or not. I still got Miami beating Atlanta. That's how bad Atlanta is. You know why? Here's why. Okay. Miami, they're trash. I'll give them that. But Atlanta has his head coach named Raheem Morris, a.k.a. Black Down. Therefore, even with Mike McDaniel as the head coach of Miami, he's going to be like, man, we just got killed by the Browns, bro. The Browns, the Cleveland Clowns. So they're going to take out every single frustration out on Atlanta, and the Dolphins will get the win 30-26. Book it. Next, we have the New York Jets at the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Jets last week go to 0-7. Sucks to be that. And the Bengals last week, they got their first win under Joe Flacco. So, Dad, what is your prediction for Jets Bengals?
Man, the Jets are sorry, bro. They're not going to win a game this year. They don't have a quarterback. They're getting worse as the season goes on. Can you believe that? I mean, most teams get a little better, but no, they're getting a lot worse. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, they had a game where they passed for negative 10 yards, bro. Not even 1 yard. I mean, how do you do this? I don't know. But anyway, So Cincinnati got to win with Joe Flacco as quarterback, and I think they'll get their second win with Joe Flacco as quarterback in this game. And it's going to be Cincinnati Bengals 27, New York Jets 16.
All right. Okay, now hear me out.
No, man, no.
I actually, and I have a reason behind it. Give me the Jets to pick up their first win of the season, boy. Okay. Now here's why. Okay, hear me out. The Jets have not won a game all year, right? But when's the last time a team went 0-16/0-17? I'll give you a hint. No team has ever won 0-17, and the last time a team went 0-16 was in 2017 or 2018 or something like that. But however, I think Jets get this win because Bengals just won a game with Joe Flacco at quarterback. Okay, they're gonna be full of themselves. However, the Jets they have to be pissed off. They're 0-7. And it's the same thing I said with the Saints last week. Now, it didn't really work with the Saints. But I think this is going to be the trade deadline bowl. I think Breece Hall is going to have a great game against Cincinnati. I don't think they have to throw the ball to win this game. I think Breece Hall can win them this game. The Jets still have Garrett Wilson against the Bengals' bad defense. And if you don't remember, the Bengals lost to the Jets when the Jets had Mike White back in 2021, and that was the year the Bengals went to the Super Bowl. So give me the Jets to get a little bit of an upset, 26-17. Book it. Now, we got the Cleveland Browns at the New England Patriots. Last week, the Browns put that slacking over the Miami Dolphins. Boy, the Browns weren't playing around, man. Dang. And the Patriots, pretty much the same thing, but with the Titans, who I think is probably worse team than Miami, but you never know.
Yeah, the Browns put it on the Miami Dolphins last week, but I got some bad news for Cleveland Browns. I got some bad news for Dylan Gabriel and Mike Stefanski and all those boys over there. They're not playing the Miami Dolphins this week. They're playing the New England Patriots. And Patriots, pretty decent start to the season. They're pretty hot right now. So they're going to win this football game 32-22.
30-22. All right, I'm not gonna lie though. I think the Patriots are incredibly an overrated team right now, to be honest with you, because it's like they're barely beating trash teams, and yeah, they beat the Titans 31-13, but that entire first half, I was thinking the Titans actually might beat them. And the Browns, man, I ain't gonna lie, they've been improving week in, week out. So you know what I'm gonna do? Give me the Browns to win, 24-17. Next one, we got the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles, round 2 of this thing, because these teams literally played 2 weeks ago. But yeah, the Giants, man, last week you want to talk about a rigged game? There is no way that game was for real, man. Somebody had to have been working behind the scenes on that. Man. They're like, bro, no, we can't. This is supposed to be America's game of the week, man. This can't be happening, man. We gotta fix something because there's no way you can give up 33 points in the fourth quarter when it looks like you're about to blow them out, shut them out, all of them out. But yet they still lost to Denver somehow when they were up. Like, don't get me wrong, them losing to Denver is not the surprising part. The surprising part is they were up 26-8, 19-0, twice in the same game, and then they gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter. Like, how do you even do that? That's a Madden joke. Like, I can maybe do that in Madden, but in real life, But okay. And the Eagles last week, hey, maybe they found their rhythm. They carved up the Minnesota Vikings, but the Vikings did just give up 37 points last night, so I guess that doesn't really mean nothing. But you never know. So yeah, what's your prediction for this one?
Well, I already know you're gonna pick the Eagles because there's no way in this world that you would pick the Giants, the Jets, and the Browns to win the same weekend. It can't happen. You do not live in that world. So I know you're gonna pick the Eagles. So here we go. Let me pick first. to save you some embarrassment if you're thinking about picking the Giants. Because okay, let me talk some sense to you. Here we go. The Eagles are going to win this football game. Why? You might ask. I'm glad you asked. Because Saquon Barkley has not been having a great season so far. I mean, he's been up and down, mostly down. I mean, he hasn't broke out yet. He's been waiting for this game here to play against his old mates to break out. So look for Saquon Barkley to have a big game, have his best game so far, 150 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns in this one. The Eagles win 37-20.
Yeah. Now, I do think this game's gonna be closer than anticipated, but I do got the Eagles winning this one. This is the second time they're playing. The first time, however, I mean, you can't really count nothing out because the first time they played the Giants, freaking smacked them all over the turf. But it's a different week, and I don't see the Eagles being swept by a guy named Jackson Dart. I think it will be a defensive game. I think this is a matchup between two pretty good defenses. Give me the Eagles to win this one, 17-15. Next, oh boy. The Buffalo Bills at the Carolina Panthers, man. Bills coming off of their fresh, clean bye week. While the Panthers, they beat the Jets. Good for you. What's your prediction for this one?
Ooh, the Panthers, a 4-3 football team against the Bills that are 4-2. So will the Panthers have more wins than the Bills after this week?
Yes.
No. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say the Bills win this one on the road, going to Carolina. And the score is going to be 28-24. Pretty close.
Okay. I'm going the Panthers to win because of this reason. The Bills have a terrible run defense, okay? The last time we saw the Bills play football, they gave up 81-yard touchdown to Bijan Robinson, and we're getting all over the field. And maybe sometimes this would be irrelevant if they weren't playing a guy who literally had 200 rushing yards a couple weeks ago. By himself. So, because of that fact, and the Bills do this every year where they lose 2 or 3 in a row and then they come back winning. I think the Panthers get, plus it's going to be in Carolina. Now, Bryce Young might not be playing, which I think is probably more of a reason Carolina wins because I don't know if you know the track record, but if a team's starting a quarterback for the first time during the season, it usually goes well for the team starting that quarterback. I don't know why that is, but it usually is. So give me Carolina to win this one 27-19. Next, we got the Chicago Bears at the Baltimore Ravens, man. The Bears last week put it on my Saints. And the Ravens last week, they were able to cry out all their depression during their bye week with no Lamar. So how's the prediction going to be, Dad?
Is Lamar playing in this one? I think so,
huh? Is he playing? I know he was limited in practice. I don't know if he's playing or not, though.
Okay, well, anyway, if Lamar plays or if Lamar doesn't play, I think the Baltimore Ravens win this game at home. I cannot see where they're going 1-6. I think they're too good of a football team, not on defense, but offensively, special teams wise, to be a better football team than that. So I think the Ravens beat the Bears this weekend. Score 25-23.
23. All right. I got the Bears winning because even if Lamar plays, I don't trust that defense. Like you mentioned, their defense is trash. I'm pretty sure I could probably hang 20 points on their defense. It's like, bro, their defense gave up 44 points to C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Their defense is garbage. And even with Lamar, they weren't doing nothing. So, therefore, give me the Bears to get a good blowout win. Give me the Bears to win 39-16. Next, we got the San Francisco 49ers at the Houston Texans. 49ers last week put it on Atlanta on a Sunday night, and Houston put it on their own fans. They lost to Seattle on a Monday night. So what is your prediction for this one?
My prediction is Texans are trash, bro. Texans ain't.
That is true.
Gonna do that. I mean, they're going to get overwhelmed in this football game by the 49ers. 49ers going on the road to Houston, and they're going to win this game big time. 33-17. Big time.
33-17. 49ers win. Okay. Let me scroll up. Yeah, I got the 49ers win big time as well. I don't trust Houston whatsoever, okay? It's like, I don't know what happened to C.J. Stroud. But ever since his rookie year, he's never looked the same. I don't know why. But give me the 49ers to win 39-18. I just think this is going to be 3 hours of pain and misery for Texans fans. Now let's get to the 305 slate. As we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. And notice on your name you said Baker Suckfield. Does that have anything to do with him saying that he hates the Saints?
Did he really say that? I didn't even hear that. This has something to do with my prediction this week.
Well, yeah, he said that in his press conference, he said I hate the Saints. So
well, we hate you too.
We do hate them.
All right, so here we go. Baker Suckfield right there. He's Suckfield. Baker Suckfield's gonna suck this game. I mean, I think the Saints are gonna bring that heat. And he's gonna be, he's gonna be apologizing to the Saints and the Saints fans for even uttering that word, talking about he hates the Saints. I mean, who hates the Saints? I mean, we are a good team. Talking about you hate the Saints. And hold on, let me get a little sip. All right, here we go. Saints come out in this game fast. We're gonna start fast. This game at home. Where's this game?
It's at home.
It's at home. So the Saints are gonna ride this home field advantage, ride this wave to a close victory, but it's gonna be a lot of pain for Baker Suckfield. Baker Suckfield's gonna throw 3 picks. Kool-Aid's gonna get one. My boy Kool-Aid. And the Saints win this game 20-19.
20-19. I got the Saints winning too. Okay. And here's why. The Saints are 1-6, right? Their season's basically cooked. So, knowing that fact, I don't know if you heard, but there's rumors that Tyler Shuck might be starting sooner rather than later. Spencer Rattler's gonna hear that. Okay, Rattler, he hears all the noise. Like, you can't, I know Justin Fields, I know this has nothing to do with the Jets, but I know Justin Fields said he didn't hear what the owner said about him. He heard what no, that was a bold-faced lie. If you're failing at your job, you're gonna be the first one to hear about it. So Spencer Rattler knows what people are saying about him. There's no way he doesn't. And if he somehow doesn't, I don't know what he's been listening to. He just had his worst game probably of his entire career. Okay? And because of that, he's going to come out hot. I think Rattler's going to have 3 touchdowns on Sunday. And their defense, the Saints' defense, they always play their divisional games hard. It does not matter if the Saints suck or if they don't. The Saints always. And that was actually part of the reason why Baker Mayfield said he hated the Saints. He said he hated the Saints because they always play, quote-unquote, dirty every time they play against the Buccaneers. Look, there's been countless of times where words have backfired, and I think this is going to be one of them. And also, my third and final reason, which I feel like is probably the most relevant reason, Tampa Bay got nobody to throw the ball to. Like, bruh. Mike Evans, he's out. Chris Godwin, is he even playing? And if he is, he's still a little banged up. Emeka Egbuka got banged up a couple weeks ago. The Saints defense, I think, might have their best day. Well, maybe not their best day, but they're definitely going to have a solid day. Give me the Saints to win this one 33-27. Saints win. Boom. High scoring 2. Anyways, next at 3:25, we got the Dallas Cowboys at the Denver Broncos, and apparently this is a stat where the Cowboys haven't beaten Denver in like over 1,000 days, which is the most randomest stat I've ever heard. Because for sure that goes with a lot of teams, but you never know. Cowboys Broncos last week, man. Dallas put it on the Washington Commanders, and the Denver Broncos they put it on in the fourth quarter. So, what is your prediction for this one?
My prediction is I think Dallas has got it going now, and the Broncos showed some weaknesses last week. I mean, to get behind by 19 points to a trash team, it's not too good. It's not too good. So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys to win this game on the road in Denver, and the score 24-17.
24-17, Dallas win. All right. For me, I think this is going to be low scoring. You know, it's a matchup of two trash defenses, but I think, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So, I think the Broncos get this win 18-16 off of a walk-off field goal. I just don't really – I know they just hang 40 points on Washington, but I still don't really trust them. I just don't, okay? Dallas – I don't even know if they have. I don't even think they have a winning record right now. It's like I don't know. I think Denver is a good team, and I don't know about Dallas yet. So therefore, give me the Broncos to win 18-16. Next, we got the Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts. Dad, what is your prediction? Second time these two teams are facing off as well.
Let's see. Titans and the Colts.
Yeah.
I know who's gonna win. I was just trying to find out a way to describe this trash team, Titans. Colts is gonna win. Not too much to break down here. They're gonna win. They're at home. They're playing a trash team. As long as they're not looking past this trash team, because we see this happen all the time, where you look past the trash team and you end up stubbing your toe. So I think the Colts will win. I think they'll win 33-19.
All right. I think the Titans are going to get a little upset going on. And here's why, man. It's a divisional game. Okay, it's a divisional game. Anything can happen in a divisional game. And Daniel Jones, he's going to remember, man, I'm supposed to be trash. Like he might play good next week, but I think the Titans, man, they're going to put it on the Colts. It's the same thing I said about the Saints. The exact same thing. Where it's like they're trash, their season's going nowhere, so they're just playing for the upset. And I think that's what Tennessee's going to do. Give me the Titans to win 28-16. Now for Sunday Night Football, we got the Aaron Rodgers Bowl as we got the Green Bay Packers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Packers with Jordan Love, who's the guy that they drafted to replace Aaron Rodgers. Man, last week they almost lost to Jacoby Brissett for crying out loud. But however, they didn't. Micah Parsons with 3 sacks, man. But then on the other side, you're playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who do have Aaron Rodgers. The guy, I don't know if you remember, because it's felt like a decade ago at this point, but the Packers drafted Jordan Love because they were thinking about replacing Aaron Rodgers, and now he has a chance to go feel revenge. But, Dad, do you think he's going to get the revenge, or do you think Packers are just going to beat them? What's your prediction?
I think this will be the game of the weekend, and I'm glad it's on Sunday night, prime time. And I do think Aaron Rodgers will put it to his old team. He's at home. He's been playing better as of late. So I think Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers win this football game 25-21.
All right, I could see World Steelers win. However, I'm going Green Bay to win this one, and here's why, man. They drafted Jordan Love to replace Aaron Rodgers, right? A lot of people, I think Jordan Love will remember this too, because Aaron Rodgers, he said this is not a revenge game. He doesn't take this personal. Jordan Love, I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear that, because this is honestly a revenge game for him too. Because I don't know if you remember, Packers fans hated that draft pick. They hated it. Like, I understand it. You got a first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback on your roster, and you drafted a quarterback in the first round. They hated that selection. And now he's going up against a guy that basically made Jordan Love a backup for 3 years. So, I think Packers win. It's going to be a close game, but I got Packers winning 22-19. Now for Monday Night Football, we got the Washington Commanders at the Kansas City Chiefs. Last week, the Commanders lost Jayden Daniels and they lost to the Cowboys. So they basically got the worst of both worlds. Well, the Chiefs, what did they do? Well, they just shut out the Raiders. No big deal. What is your prediction for Commanders Chiefs?
Commanders Chiefs. I would like to see the Commanders win, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Chiefs have some home cooking. Going to have those refs in their pockets. And, yeah, they're going to be just a little too much for the Commanders. I think they'll win by 11. It'll be 31-20. Give the Chiefs and Taylor Swift the victory.
31-20. All right. Yeah, I'm going Chiefs to win too. I think it will be a little closer than people will anticipate. However, I don't think they're going to win. I don't think Washington's going to win. Marcus Mariota, he's a former Atlanta quarterback. Like, this. I don't know if you know the saying. You can take the quarterback off the fail cons, but you can't take the fail cons out of the quarterback.
Oh,
so
man.
Mariota's going to Mariota. Gave me the Chiefs to win in a low-scoring affair, but I think the Chiefs do win 20-18. So, Dad, you predict. These are the teams that you predict to get a win this week. You predicted the Vikings to win last night. That already didn't happen. But you're going to predict the Falcons, Bengals, Patriots, Eagles, Bills, Ravens, 49ers, Saints, Cowboys, Colts, Steelers, and Chiefs to get wins. Well, I predicted the Vikings to win last night. That didn't happen. And the teams that I predict to win moving forward are the Dolphins, Bears, Panthers, Jets, 49ers, Browns, Eagles, Saints, Broncos, Titans, Packers, and Chiefs. So, Dad, do you have anything else for us?
All I know is you picked a lot of 1 and 2 win teams to win this week. So we're gonna see how it goes. See if you can. It's like upset week for you. I think I had upset week last week, and I did pretty well, 10-5. So anyway, nope, that's it for me. Just Baker Suckerfield, he sucks, and he'll suck this week, and we'll get the win.
Amen. Yeah. I already. But yeah. So yeah, I think it's gonna. Yeah. Well, what was I saying? Where can they find you?
On what's my name? Mic'd Up YouTube channel and on Hurricane Mike Show every week.
All right. Yep. You can also find me at Hurricane Mike, Carl Phelps, and Keeping It Real, Who That Sports Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, turn the bell until you don't miss another upload. And Dad, we're gonna leave them as always with the Who Dat, and don't be a what?
Don't be a Falcon fan, even though I think they might beat the Dolphins this week.
They losing to turn the ball over.
I'm probably wrong.
You probably are.